Hello my marvellous sausages, this one is about a master lost sector, Veles Labyrinth or Veles Labyrinth on the Forgotten Shore in the Cosmodrome. I'm just making my merry way there. Now then, this one's not too bad, it's reasonably short. There are a few extra champions in it than you'd be used to on the legendary lost sector. In fact, there's 3 more unstoppable ogres that you can see generally around the place. But with the setup I'm going to show you now, you'll be able to sort them out no problem at all. But I thought before we start, we'll take a quick look at the Master Lost Sector modifiers, gulp, shiver, etc. So, first of all, we've got Fire Pit, which means when defeated, acolytes spawn fire pools and cause damage over time. Lovely. We've got Champions of Hive, and they're barrier and they're unstoppable as well. We've got Chaff, which means the radar is disabled. We've got your standard Master modifiers, which means there's more champions than the legendary. You've got a locked loadout, you've got Match Game and extra shields. Match Game means, of course, you can only destroy the shields with an appropriate element, a matching element, and extra shield speaks for itself. Memory of a Golden Age's increased incoming solar damage. We've got Desolate Charge, that's 50% arc damage dealt and received, and of course we've got limited revives as normal. So let's go and have a look at the loadout I've come together to tackle this baby. Now firstly, I'm running my Warlock as I normally do, and I'm going for Stormcaller, I'm going for Chaos Reach. Now the reason I'm using Chaos Reach is because it gives you a nice bit of distance between you and the bloody champions. So that's the main reason. If you're running Hunter, you could obviously go for your Golden Gun or Blade Barrage as well, because that's a nice long distance walloper. And if you're going to go as Titan, I'd run the Throwing Hammers if I were you, because they could come in incredibly handy, particularly if you got your Sunspot switched on. So I'm going for a Warmind Cell build here because it is very, very useful in this particular situation, and it can get you out of a few tight spots, you mark my words. So first of all, let's go and have a look at my helmet. Ooh, misses. Now for that one, we've got the Wrath of Rasputin. Now that's the key to this one, because solar splash damage creates those lovely Warmind cells. And I've also stuck in an ammo finder for my rocket launcher as I'm running one, and I've stuck in some grenade speedy uppy doodahs as well, which is incredibly useful. Let's turn to my gloves, and I've got the burning cells in there, which basically sets little gits on fire as they wander around. And of course, here's my anti-champion mods. I've got Unstoppable on hand cannon, and I've got my anti-barrier on my scout rifle. I'll show you the weapons in a moment. And then I've got some intellect chargey uppiness there as well. Now moving on to our chests, in that one I've stuck in Rage of the Warmind, which adds additional solar damage to the explosions of your Warmind cells. That's really handy. Now because I'm using my Chaos Reach, I've gone for my Geomag stabilizers, which increases the duration of Chaos Reach, and of course it's got the topping off Chaos Reach. If you get to the last, say, quarter of the bar and you run around, you will charge it up to the top. It says topping off Chaos Reach. Incredibly handy, so I'd really recommend these if you're running a Warlock. For mods, I've gone for the Global Reach, which extends the area of effect of all your Warmind cells, and I've gone for an ammo finder and an increase in grenade energy. Now finally, for my Bond, I've gone for Warmind's Protection. It means you take reduced damage from people who are shooting at you and they're by a Warmind cell. So you're reducing your incoming damage, because it's quite a bloody nightmare in there sometimes. So if you can take the time to reduce some damage, I'd recommend it. Now a quick run over the weapons. I'm using my trusty Nightwatch Scout Rifle as my anti-barrier weapon. Now I'm using Sunshot. Now this is integral to the Warmind cell build, really, because its exotic perk called Sunblast, basically when you kill anything, you get a solar explosion, and then there's solar splash damage, and then they might trigger an explosion also, and that's where you get the generation of your Warmind cells. Plus there are a couple of wizards in here with solar shields, and they are a huge pain in the ass. So this solar weapon is pretty vital for the build that I'm going for. For my power weapon, I've gone for an arc rocket launcher called Shining Sphere, because there are some arc shields in here as well, which can be a bit of a pain in the bum, and also it's incredibly hard hitting for the unstoppable ogres and the like. But what it's also got, and this is very useful, is auto-loading holster. It's a really handy perk, because if you holster the weapon, get something else out to shoot to take down shields, particularly for the barrier champions, when you go back to your rocket launcher to hit a second rocket at them, it will have reloaded. So you're not wasting your time reloading the rocket launcher while it recharges his shields again, and you've got to start all over again. You know the bloody process with these barrier champions. It drives you round the bend. At least it drives me round the bend anyway. I absolutely hate it. And I've also got Ambitious Assassin on that, which means that you can get a random overflow of rockets into the mags. You can have 2 in the pipe sometimes and shoot 2 off. Ooh. Right, let's get on with the actual walkthrough then. Let's see if we can do it. So, here we see the Guardian in his natural habitat, underground and in deep shtuck. Right, here we go. We're making our way. I'm not going to do the whole thing as David Attenborough, you know. Now, says it's a labyrinth, but it's quite easy to navigate, really. You just got to keep on turning right. Now, I did notice on this Master Lost sector, a bit more than the legendary one, that these thralls run up the tunnel a bit more than they used to. So you're going to be coming across quite a lot of them on every bend as you go. You're going to come to a fork in the road, you want to go right down this way, and then there's another fork and you want to go right, but check up in these alleyways because sometimes here come these thralls. Now you do have to be very careful because they can jump and kill you pretty quick, because I am actually under-leveled. And there you go, you can see the Sunshot doing its job and creating a war mine cell. Hello, war mine cell. Right, onwards we go. Let's hang a right and keep on going down this way. Now, once it starts going downhill, you're going down into the main chamber, and this is where you're going to get your first champion. A barrier champion will sort of just rush you, really, and you're in this corridor, so unless you come back around the corner, there's a chance he's going to kill you quite easily. Don't forget to pick up your spin metal, so you'll get a constant wave or a lot of thrall, and you'll get some cursed thrall as well, and then right behind them you've got the barrier champion. So let's see how this unfolds. First of all, we're getting loads of thrall, which is lovely. Occasionally we might get a war mine cell, and there is your barrier champion. So the first thing I'm going to do is hit him with a rocket launcher, but then what happens is, as you're shooting him to reduce his shields, you're going to get rushed by thrall, and they're pushing you back up the corridor. So you've got to kind of take your time, don't get too stressed if they're getting on top of you again, because you will eventually wipe all the thrall out and have enough time to take out the barrier champion. So you can see I've knocked the shield on there, but 2 hits, bang, I'm dead. So it's quite crazy how hard they hit. So you want to make sure that before you start approaching them, you're staggering them. Okay, so let's go for a second try down here. See, still more thrall. Ooh, they're a pain in the arse. Right, they're down. Let's sneak down a bit. Oh, and there comes a curse roll. They take quite a bit of pummeling, don't you know? But the old Sunshot sorts them out. Ah, don't panic! You can see my melee as well is quite handy in this because it's a longer range melee, so if you do hit the revenants with it, the cursed thrall rather, they don't explode too much closely to you. Okay, so here we are. Rocket launcher in the face. Whip out me anti-barrier. Knock that down. Quick, good. Get me rocket launcher back out. You can see it's reloaded. Hit him in the face again. And there we are. There's a reload, which I shouldn't have done, really. I'm wasting time. Hit him again. Ooh, now there's a mistake, you see. I didn't reload in time, and that's basically it. He's almost back to full strength again. But what's good, like I said, is that the rocket launcher is constantly reloading when you're not on it. So bang, there he goes. Let's get me anti-barrier out. Let's do it right this time. Just nicking him slightly to encourage him to pop his shield. Bang, 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 bang. So we got about, what, 8 bullets or so. Then a final wallop with the rocket launcher and a finisher. Nice. Because you can waste almost all your ammo on these barrier champions. It's crazy. You can get into the wrong cadence, the wrong cycle. Anyway, phew, first champion down. Now we're going into the main chamber. Now in here we've got a barrier champion as normal, but we've also got this unstoppable ogre who is right there. So make sure you've got your unstoppable shot on and then hit him with your super. You should have that charge by the time you get down here. Look at the bloody annoying thing. He just teleports. Look over here and then he kills me. That's not fair, is it? Happening a lot in the game at the moment, that teleporting. Goodness knows why. So anyway, we're back to the top. Let's make our way back down. So here we are, one more unstoppable shot in the barrel and take him down. There he goes, nicely, nicely. Now you've got the anti-barrier who's up on the gantry here. So you can try and have a firefight with him from there. Oh look, war mine cell, very handy for showing you who's there. 73 per Bernie Selly thing. Haha, good, enjoy it you gits. Now then, there's the barrier champion up there. So you can either try and fight him from down here, which I've got to be honest with you, is unpractical. Or impractical if you want to say it properly, unlike me. What I found the best thing to do is you want to kind of force him up to the other end of the gantry there. So once you run out onto this area here, he'll retreat back down to the gantry. There we go. So I'm running down underneath here, picking up my extra ammo. Now then, this staircase here is a bit of a scrap we're going to be doing from here. There we are. You can see he's gone down to the other end of the gantry there. That's where we want him to finish him off. So you've got a couple of acolytes up here as well that I don't believe we killed just yet. So you'll see them hanging around. Where are they? Or did we get them? No, we must have killed them. Right, okay, so I'm hitting him with my rocket launcher. There's the acolytes, and I'm hitting him with the anti-barrier here. But what happens is you do get rushed by a load of thrall who are jumping over from the cliffside. You're going to see them coming over here now. I nearly had him, but I missed. Look, and there are the thrall. I've got to back off. I'm going to lose all the progress I've done on his shield, but not to fear, because mostly the thrall do stay ensconced on top of the stairs there, so you can take them off quietly from here, and then that'll allow you to finish off the barrier champion in peace. So here we go. Do all your reloading ready. Make sure you've got your anti-barrier reloaded. Get your rocket launcher out. Smack in the face. Boom. Kill that idiot. Go away, idiot. And then hit him with the anti-barrier. Lovely, lovely. And then flick back to our preloaded rocket launcher. Boom! Gone again. And then finish him off with the barrier rounds. Come along. Ooh, you see, that can be a mistake there. I popped it. If I'd reloaded correctly, I wouldn't have had that shit your pants moment. And finished off with me sunshot. And there goes an errant war mine cell. Okay, that's this room kind of done. Now we're going to the final area, which is around through that green area there. But what we've got over here to worry about is we've got two wizards with solar shields who are an enormous pain, and this is one of the primary reasons why we brought the sunshot. But then we've also got 3 unstoppable ogres to deal with at this point. So once we run up over here, you're going to see an unstoppable just at the end of the corridor. So here we are, charge the unstoppable shot, hit him. Now take this guy down as best as you can. I was doing it basically with a mix of grenades and also my rocket launchers as well. They do tend to sort of wait round there once you hit them with the unstoppable shot, but just pummel him and you'll do it. We've got 4 revives, that ain't too bad. We're not doing this quickly, I know we're already on 7 minutes, but there we go. And you might get killed occasionally as well, but don't worry, we'll get the git. Just take your time, back off, stagger, hit him hard, and do the same thing again until he's been destroyed. You might also find as well, like here, I've hit him with the rocket, and we've got a finisher enabler. Boom! Goodbye, you big-brained hairy nutsack. Right, okay, we're going to go back down to this area here where I said, now we've got 2 wizards here. We've got this first one, who just kind of, I've noticed every time, just sort of stays floating above his greeny area, and you've got to pummel him down until his shield is destroyed. So I'm going to cut to the end of this scrap, because all I'm doing is hitting him with my sunshot, because I don't really want to waste any of my power ammo on him, and we've still got 7 minutes or so left. There we go, dead wizard. Right, that's grand. Now next we're going to have a release of Thrall and Cursed Thrall, and here come the 2 extra unstoppable ogres on top. Thanks very much. So really, you don't want to try and take them on while you're standing in front of them, because they'll just kill you dead, as it's going to testament to me in a moment. So you got your unstoppable shots. They do kick in quite quick, but what I tend to do is try and dish out as much damage as possible. So there, I'll bugger this up completely, but never mind, because once I regenerate, I'm going to whack them with my Chaos Reach, which is very, very nice. This pot shot there, have that up the arse, you annoying antlered git. Right, so let's run back round again, and I'm going to slam them both with my super here first of all, to take as much health off as I can. Unstoppable shot, both of them. You could do a better job than me than this, I'm sure. Because I've hit him, I've engaged me super there, look, here it comes. But, of course, one of them is firing back at me and kills me. But still, I did take quite a bit of health off one of them there. 4 revives left, which will be 3 in a moment. There it is. So let's go and see how we do this one. Just use the corners as cover. Always back off into the area you came from if you're getting a bit stressed. There we are. Shot him up the arse. Let's give them a grenade up the Royal Jaxie there, which is lovely. Another unstoppable shot, and another one, and another one. Keep on pummeling! I'm reticent to use my rockets, look, because I've only got 1 left. But I've used it anyway. Boom. And luckily, look, he's... oh, no! It's not him, it's him! Ah, there we go, finisher time. Always take advantage of a finisher on a champion. You save yourself some big guns. And they've got some power ammo from that ogre as well. Okay, so what we've got left now is there's a couple of acolytes and things, but there's also another wizard on that corner by that gantry there who can be a huge pain in the ass. And then also we've got the big boss as well, who is reasonably easy to kill, to be perfectly honest. I just used my rocket launcher as much as I could. So let's just clear out the gits underfoot here. A nicely placed rocket at the feet will sort them all out. Just what the doctor ordered. Pop my rift down there, and here he comes. Ooh, lovely. Look at all those dying gits. Isn't it marvellous? Okay, so we took him out a bit. Just take your time, use cover, and pop one in his face. But now look, we're starting to see here, we're going to see the wizard with the solar shield who's going to pummel me as well. That was a massive hit in the face. He's not much left to worry about. So let's have a look. Here we go, here comes the next wizard. So look, a little volley of fire from the wizard and we're dead. And we're also getting some cursed thrall popping their heads right as well. But popping one should chain reaction with quite a lot of them there. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And there we go, there's the wizard killing me. Now this guy kills me, I think, about 3 times. So you've just got to be patient to take them out. I'm not going to show you my entire 3 deaths because it'll add on an extra 4 minutes to the video. So let's get him done in. And you can see here I've only got like 50 seconds left as well now before I lose all my revives as well. So let's just in like Flynn. Lucky grenade. I picked the wrong grenades for this as well. I do the pulse grenades if you've got them. And then finally finish him off with me super. Excellent stuff. Now then, rather disappointingly, for all my effort here, do you know what I got? 2 bloody enhancement cores. That's all. They really need to sort that out. I'll just teabag that turnip as well because I enjoy doing it. So I wasn't very happy, although I did run it 4 times and I did get 1 exotic out of those 4 runs, a pair of lunification boots. So not too bad, but of course you're doing it for the triumph as well. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I still don't know whether or not there's a higher chance of getting an exotic drop on a Master Lost Sector or a Legendary Lost Sector. Who knows? I would also be adding more Master Lost Sector guides if you're interested, as and when I'm able to do them, because they're quite sweaty, you know. And if you did enjoy the video, a subscribe and a like would be fantastic. And don't forget, I've got me a Buy Me a Coffee page as well, if you wanted to fling me a couple of quid so I can have my hair done in a Mohican style. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.